already told Taylor I'm not fighting her. She lives 5 minutes away from me. You could have came to my house. We could have handled it outside of school. You always want to bring something into school. For what?
That's why I came back to the school today. Because she started getting the messages after I left from up here about coming to school to fight. And I'm like, y'all live across the street. Like, I don't understand. Even the mother, she was across the street the whole time when me and her had like an argument on the phone. Why would you want to bring it to school?
Just so you know, I was invited in. I'm
Yes, ma'am, no problem.
I do have my audio and video on because it's a heated situation. And I also, like I just told them before she came in, whether she gets touched first or not, we know this is a high situation. We are advising the girls that if they fight in this building, they will both be charged with second-degree assault. So whether it's first hit, second hit, it does not matter. They need to do everything they can do to not fight.
Mm-hmm.
They are not in the same classes. They should not be around in hallways together. Lunch, we can keep them separated easily. There's no reason for them to fight in this building.
Ain't nothing
So,
being dead serious.
But again, every time when I was out in the hallway telling her she needs to walk away, her response is, she touches me, I'm gonna hit her. She touches me, she's gonna
That's
do
what
this
we were
and
just
that.
talking about.
We
Officer
need
Fuller.
her to walk away.
What if she can't? What if somebody snatch her? That's my
They shouldn't even
question.
be next to each other.
I mean, Ms. Duncan, I see the look on your face.
Only because, like, the snatching, listen, Miss Harris, you and I worked together for a long time. You and I are on the same page. You're coming from a mama bear, I'm coming from an administrative standpoint. We're gonna work together to solve this. Things like, you just said that you were in your classroom, right? Taylor walks by, makes a statement, there she go, right? So, as an administrator, I can put an edict down that says Taylor doesn't go out of her classroom without an escort. Okay? So like she raises her hand to go to the bathroom, she needs an escort. So she can't be unsupervised when she's supposed to be in class.
Here's what I want both of you to realize, okay? You have 3 people right now saying, we are here for you, and we're trying to fix this. I know that you're saying you don't understand.
No, I most definitely understand, and I'm not being disrespectful. Ms. Duncan, by all means, you know, because I have a relationship and with you also. This is 3 years of crap going on, period. So this is most definitely frustration when we didn't try to avoid, like, me and my daughter recently had to just get out here and fight. They didn't bank Alderman, everything. Khalid, you know about Alderman Khalid for 3 years straight. And it's like, okay, you try to avoid it and walk away, but if somebody run down on you, you have no choice but to fight. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand.
No,
like,
no.
And it's still being told to me like, oh, well, regardless if she got to defend herself. Number one, y'all know all them guys syncope. I don't need my daughter to be fighting, but if somebody coming to fight her, she's basically fighting for her life. So y'all telling me she can still be charged, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm doing everything on my end. Like my mother telling me, if they don't do nothing about it, go get you a lawyer. Like, blow it up, because it's ridiculous when it comes to bullying and stuff inside of the schools. This is what I really think it is. It's starting to be like a whole situation where you most definitely trying to avoid. I teach my daughter, don't be a bully, but if it comes to you, you have no choice and you have no other options. You have to defend yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, well, I'm going to make sure that the kids walk separately, this, that, and that. We get all that. But her mind, the other little girl, her mind is that she don't care nothing about school. Her mother most definitely don't. Her mother's the reason why she failed. Like, her mother the one told her come to school and fight the other little girl. So I'm like very concerned for the whole situation when I'm trying to make sure that my daughter is straight. You understand? It's just like, oh, well, if she retaliates, she'll be disciplined as well. Which I feel as though it's so very unfair if she has to defend herself.
What I'm saying is, she sees Taylor in the hallway. She needs to go the other way.
Right.
Go into the next classroom and find the teacher in the classroom.
Right.
When she sees Taylor in the hall, she needs to go find an adult.
The other
Stand right
way.
next to an adult. Show me that she's doing what she needs to do to avoid that fight. Not standing there going, come
Right.
on.
I get that. I get that.
I see you walking down the hall, Taylor. Let me stand here and wait for it. That's not going to fly. If I see Taylor come down the hallway and she sees her and she turns and she walks into a classroom, the very next classroom, to find the teacher, one, the fight probably isn't going to happen then, and if it does, I have something to say. She tried to avoid that fight.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying she won't still be listed as a suspect in that report because she was involved in the fight, but I don't have to charge her then. If I can articulate that she tried to do what she needed to do to avoid that fight. But what she's telling me out in that hallway is if she's coming at me, I'm going to fight her. Well, that's not the attitude I want in this building today, that I'm not going to avoid it. I'm gonna just stand up and fight her. That's totally different things there.
Okay, I understand
Okay?
that. Yes.
So that's what I was trying to tell her, and every time I tell her you have to do something to avoid it, she's telling me she's coming at me, I'm gonna fight her. That can't happen. And if it does, I have no way to articulate that she tried to avoid it and she's getting charged.
Okay, and one step further, like I just said, I can put down something where the other child doesn't transition without an escort, that she cannot leave the class. Like if she says, oh, it's 9 o'clock right now, I gotta go to the bathroom, right? She raises her hand. A person's gonna have to go to that room to escort her to the bathroom.
And so that means she's never gonna be without an adult. If she goes anywhere near Autumn, there's gonna be an adult with her. You know what I mean? Like all of these things, I'm gonna talk to you girls.
You and I are gonna talk to the other girl.
Okay.
Okay, and Autumn, the other thing
Her
too,
and I are gonna talk to her.
for example, I can have you leave class, you stay in the class where you are.
Not
you,
leave class early.
You leave
She
class
transitions
like
without
4
the
minutes
adult.
after.
All the other kids.
4
Does that
minutes
make
after
sense?
the bell. So at 9:25, you would leave for your next class at 9:30. So she should be
She
in
this
class, then you're in the hallway, you're not in a crowded hallway.
Does that make sense?
What lunch do
think
you
that
have?
would help? I told her she'd eat with me if she
You have
wanted.
D?
B.
I don't feel as though
You
that I
be
need to
lunch.
be, cause that's just like y'all telling me that like I can't be eating lunch now, that I gotta like.
Autumn, let me explain something. Let me explain
I
something to
don't feel
you.
as though I need to be changing anything because if anything, she has a problem.
No. Your mother is sitting in this seat, putting the ownership on the school to ensure, which I can't, to ensure that a fight doesn't occur. What I can do is put things into place that will hopefully prevent a fight. So whether you like it or not, if your mom is putting the responsibility on the school, you have to eat, but you don't have to eat in that cafeteria.
And this is the thing, it's not a punishment. Listen, who do you eat with in the cafeteria?
Deja.
Okay.
Then you and
Then
Deja can
Deja can
go.
come eat with me. Deja loves me. Why y'all can't eat with me?
It's, I mean, y'all have
this is
people
the
in the
thing.
cafeteria.
Why do I
Y'all
have
have people in the
We do.
cafeteria,
We have
right?
a lot of
Why they
people
can't
in
eat
the
in there?
cafeteria. But this is the
And then
Yeah.
The cafeteria is
No,
a
you hear me now. Like, this is what I'm
space.
talking
You know what I
about.
mean? And there's a lot of kids.
I'm
And so
choosing to put her on
if
lockdown.
We put her
I can put you on
somewhere
lockdown.
else.
Is that what you want?
That
That you be on an
that
escort?
tension space
Right.
away. You know what I
I'm
mean?
trying to
This
figure out
isn't
why
a
I went to
punishment.
Why don't she get removed out of the cafeteria?
Because we have to take, you are both involved in this argument, in this hostile situation. It's not fair for us to do everything on her and nothing for you, because both of you are hotheads right now. Both of
Okay,
you
but if I'm telling
are
her
having
and nobody wants
things.
to fight her and I'm telling her to get on my face, what does it come to me for?
Autumn, calm down.
Well, they saying they gonna lock her down.
Right.
Right, they gonna
And
have
then
somebody to
give
watch
her
her.
options to also stay out of the area.
The lunchroom.
It's
It's just
not-
an option. You don't have to.
Look at me. This is not a punishment.
But we want to put it out on the table that we're given that option, because if you're putting that on the school, they have to do something for both kids. Because the fight hasn't happened. There's no good guy or bad guy right now. They are both engaged in this argument.
Oh no, it's
right
a good
now.
guy and a bad guy. It most definitely is. It most definitely is. It's a good guy and a bad guy.
If I don't have cooperation from Autumn, whether she likes it or not,
I think it's a good idea for y'all to have somebody on Taylor. The lunch part, I really don't think it's a good idea to snatch her and Deja out. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I was asking, was there other teachers, like, and I don't know how the cafeteria works.
when it pops off, cafeteria is the number one place.
Oh, is it?
So my point is, you're telling me that now your child is in my care and custody. In loco parentis, it means the school becomes the parent place of a parent. So whether she likes it or not, I'm making the decision to put supports in place that will hopefully prevent a bigger issue. Whether she likes it or not.
But that's the thing. They're saying that you are
And right
saying-
now, I haven't even talked to the other child. I'm not saying that she's right or wrong. I'm not saying Autumn is right or wrong. I'm hearing this side of the story.
They're not
She's
saying
getting,
that you are
per se, her due
instigating
process.
or
The
that
other
you
one's
are
gonna get her due
instigating.
process. But right now, what I can do, because if what is, I believe
But
that
this
Taylor
is
walked
what-
out of the
so Brady,
room,
look at me.
said
If
to Autumn, oh, there she go. I believe that.
If I
So
know
to
that
me, why are you
something
out of the
is gonna
room running your
happen,
mouth?
I know
You're going on lockdown.
Or coming in front of her classroom standing.
That's my point.
Remember we
But she
talked
can't
about
sit here and
that.
say what she likes and doesn't like.
She cannot like it, but I mean, if y'all putting things into play, it's fine. She's a child, so I mean, it's
The only
fine.
thing in this situation is control too, right? And so that's why we say, oh, let's take you out of the lunchroom. You, Deja, can come eat with me. You love me, right? I love you. We can sit and eat together. I don't matter. But the thing is what they're saying is they're
Hold on, Ma.
controlling
It's supposed to be in a meeting. Let me just,
to say,
am I on speaker? Is your mom on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I wish you would have announced that.
Mm-hmm.
You
Because
know?
it is illegal to have
Is
people
it?
listen in
Okay.
without announcing. That's why I have to announce that.
Yeah,
on
okay,
video.
that's fine.
So just what I'm talking to Autumn about right now is saying, because she's frustrated that she's getting the change. And I've told Autumn 100 times, and I tell all the girls, you can't change anybody else. You cannot control anybody else.
Most definitely.
And so the only thing that she can control in this situation is her, right? And so she's frustrated because she doesn't want to change her whole routine. That's one day, right?
It's okay,
Today is
though.
One day.
What is one day
So
gonna
this is
change,
the thing. But this is the thing. It's not what is one day going to change. It's one day where you take the control. If you know, and you know how the cafeteria is, right? Because you've been in there when there's a fight. You know how the cafeteria is. So you say, I can control me not being there and not dealing with her. It's one lunch period where you just take yourself out of a bad situation because that's what's best for you. You have to look out for you right now. And so you got to think, if I go into that cafeteria, it puts me in a bad spot, right? You know how many kids there are. You know if somebody starts fighting, everybody starts crowding around, it's harder for teachers to get you. So if you are in that situation, you are taking the control and you're saying, I'm not going to put myself in a bad situation where something could happen. This doesn't have anything to do with Taylor. This has to do with you.
You gonna go in there. I'm frustrated too. You already know how I feel, and I'm gonna deal with this whole situation because it's way bigger than her and Taylor now at this moment. It got something to do with the school, Prairie Hall, like it's way bigger. She gonna do exactly what y'all asked her to do because, like I said, as long as I feel as though my child won't be charging, like you said, if she do what she need to do, you just follow the rules. Because like I can't get you out of trouble if you ain't following the rules. I keep telling you that, okay? So you make sure you listen to what they're saying. Let me deal with everything else. If things don't go right, it's going to be a whole problem. I'm just like really serious about it because it needs to stop completely.
And that's
It
the
needs
thing.
to.
So, are you open to conflict resolution? There is a Baltimore County.
I don't want to do no more conflict
Okay.
resolution.
Okay.
We did that with Khalil and all them. That stuff don't help. They need to start locking kids
I
up.
just wanted to offer it because I have
Yeah,
to.
no ma'am. No ma'am.
We all just had a meeting at my
They
house.
came to my house, Miss Duncan.
Who did?
I invited them there. The mom, the two kids, because when it first started off, you know me, I play in the middle of trying to make sure the kids don't fight. And I had them come to my house to meet with us. The whole situation was supposed to have been done with. The mother still felt some type of way, and Taylor did 2 weeks later. This what all this is coming. This is past stuff. When we didn't already sat at my table in my house and talked about this stuff like adults.
Was the conflict resolution person there, or
It was
you
me.
volunteered
I
for
never
yourself?
call conflict. I do things on
Okay.
my own. Like, yeah, it was me. I invited them to my house. Like, and this is something going on from 2 weeks ago. I just woke up to all this stuff yesterday morning. Didn't I, Autumn? Just rolled over and seen my phone. Like, what in the world?
All right. So did you hear me about you see her in the hallway? She's approaching you. You duck into the next classroom and find the teacher. You have to show something that you avoided, which means turning around, walking away. Okay? We're hoping you don't even see her today. We're keeping her with an adult, so hopefully it won't even become an issue. But if it does, you need to show me something that you avoided it. You turned around, you walked away, you went to the nearest adult and said, I'm not supposed to be anywhere near Taylor.